still autofocusing by pressing halfway down on your shutter release? Well, suppose I told you there is another way that you might even like better way of focusing. It sounds interesting, right? My name is Kiran Pati and I am from Capturography. Today we are going to learn a technique called as back button autofocus or rear button autofocus. So rather than autofocusing with your shutter release, you move the autofocus function exclusively to a button on the back of your camera. Even though you will find uncertainty switching to back button, but once you get used to focusing with this method, you may never go back to your previous way of focusing on your subject. So the main advantages of using this technique is when a static subject suddenly decides to run, leap, jump or sprint, it takes time for the camera to autofocus with your shutter release. So this might end up giving you a defocus shot. So using back button autofocus will help you to quickly focus on your subject, and you don't have to worry about camera refocusing again when you press the shutter button halfway. So this back button uh, we can assign this back button focusing both for Nikon cameras and Canon cameras. Unfortunately, I don't have a Sony or Panasonic, so I can't show that to you. But yeah, I will show how to assign or how to set up back button focusing both on Canon 70 and Nikon 300S for you guys. So how exactly this works is generally when we shoot, okay, we see the subject and we press the shutter button halfway through so that the camera will focus on my subject and then press the shutter button completely to take an image. But when we assign the back button focusing, so when we press the shutter button halfway, the camera will not focus. So rather, we this is an autofocus on button. So this is the button we would have assigned for back focusing. So press this button to focus on your subject, and then press the shutter button to take a picture. So this is a major advantage, especially for a wildlife photographer or a bird photographer, because there the mammals or the birds generally we don't have control over them, so they can move whenever they want. So at that point of time, so back focusing, what we can do is just focus on your subject, take a picture. If assume that the mammal has moved to a different place, so you just focus it back using this button and then take a shot. But earlier, what used to happen is, so I've press the shutter button halfway. The camera is focusing on my subject. I take a picture. Now the mammal moves. So again, I have to refocus it on my subject by pressing the shutter button halfway, and then recompose my entire image. So there is a lot of time wasted over there, and also you might not get that sharp focus on your subject because of there's a movement, and the camera will take a certain amount of time to refocus on your subjects. So this is the major advantage of using a back button techniques. So when you set up back button techniques, there are certain criteria which you need to consider. One of them is you always need to keep your camera under servo. Okay, AI servo in Canon cameras and AI continuous in Nikon cameras. So I will show you how exactly to set it up in these two cameras. So I hope it will help you out, and I sincerely suggest for you guys to try this out. And as I said earlier, it will take a couple of shoots for you guys to get used to it. But once you do it, it will be very useful for you guys. Okay, so right now I have a Nikon 300S, so I'll be showing how to set up back button autofocusing and in Nikon 300S. So the first and foremost thing to set up the back button autofocusing, switch on the camera, then go to your menu settings. The menu button is here. Then you have under menu you will get so many options like playback menu, you have shooting menu, you have custom setting menu, setup menu, etc. and all etc. So what you need to do is come back to the custom setting menu, which is indicated by a pencil mark. Okay, so once you are here, use this joystick, click on the right button, then you have different options. Under that you need to come under autofocus. Okay, so under autofocus, if you click, obviously you'll find autofocus continuous priority selection, autofocus single priority selection, dynamic autofocus area, focus area tracking, etc. Autofocus activation and all those things. So you need to come under autofocus activation, which is the fifth option for you, autofocus activation. Here I've already activated the back button autofocusing. Normally it will be under shutter slash autofocus on. So you need to come to autofocus on only and then click OK. Okay, so when you see back in your this thing autofocus menu, it should show autofocus activation off. So once you do this, you need to come here in 300S. You need to set your camera under AF autofocusing continuous. Okay, that is C. So you have C, S and M. Okay, set your camera under C. Okay, so I believe you can see this. Okay, so once you do this, let me check whether the back button autofocusing is worked or not. So the camera is on. Let me press the shutter button halfway through and let me check whether it's focusing anything or not. Okay, let me go to live mode and check. You can see the camera is not focusing at all. But let me check with the rear button now, which we have activated. Okay, I'm just pressing this. See, can you hear that beep sound? It means that the camera is focused. Now just take a picture. So this is how you need to activate your back button autofocusing or the rear button autofocusing in your Nikon cameras. So this is the picture which we took. So similarly, I'll be showing you how to set up back button autofocusing in Canon cameras. I'll be using Canon 7D. The best part of Canon is most of the Canon DSLR bodies will have same kind of options to change the settings. So that is one really good thing about Canon. So right after this, I'll be showing you how to set up back autofocusing in Canon bodies. Okay. Okay, let me switch off Nikon and get back with Canon now. So let me show you how to assign back button focusing or rear button focusing using a Canon camera body. Okay, almost all Canon cameras will have similar kind of settings. Even when it comes to the buttons, it is very similar with different models. So switch on the camera. Right now I'm showing it using Canon 7D. Once you switch on the camera, press menu button. Okay, when you press menu button, you obviously get to see many options there, different settings. So you need to select the second one from the right hand side. This is the custom function button. Okay, under custom functions we have 4 different options, that is custom function 1, 2, 3 and 4. So select the 4th one, the operations and others. Okay, once you press set button, that is the select button, when you select this, then again you will get to see 4 different options. Okay, there is numbering here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so go to 1. Under 1, and again press set button here. Now there is different options. Under that, go to AE lock, that is the first option. So this first option, this AE lock is assigned for your shutter button. Okay, so in this case what happens is, okay, let me go back to that. In this case what happens is, we have three different options. One, your metering and autofocus start, metering start, and AE lock. So basically what we are doing is, we are assigning some AE lock or metering start or metering and autofocus start when we press the shutter button. So if we do this, so generally our camera will be under autofocus, autofocus start and metering. So if when we are doing back button or rear button focusing, generally what I suggest is to select this under metering start or AE lock. Right now I'm selecting start, and I'm suggesting not to keep under autofocus, and I'll tell you reason in some time. Okay, now come back to autofocus on button. So this is AF on button. So this particular on AF on button is here. Okay, so this particular thing, let me select that and let's see what options we have. So we have AE lock again, AF stop, then FE lock, and then off. If we select off button, then we are not assigning anything to AF on button. So generally we need to keep under autofocusing, metering and autofocus start. So in this case what happens is, once we select this, now the camera is ready with back button focusing. Okay, let me show it to you in live mode how exactly it works. Okay, generally when we press the shutter button halfway, you can see the camera focuses, but here it's not doing it. But let me do it through my back button focusing. Can you see that? It's clearly focusing. Okay, so this is exactly how your back button works. And let me get back to the operations and others, just because I asked you not to keep your AE lock under AF. Here why I asked you this is, if we select AF, what happens is, even my focusing, while focusing, even my shutter button will focus. You can see that it's focusing because I'm pressing shutter button, not the back button focusing. Here also it's focusing, and even my back button focusing system is also activated. So in this case both the buttons are active, which I don't want to happen, because if my subject moves from one place to another place, and if I have to press the shutter button, as I press the shutter button, again my camera is refocusing and I need to recompose it, which I don't want that to happen. So what I'll do, as I said earlier, I keep AE lock instead of autofocus. Okay, so only my back button is activated, but not my shutter button. You can see it's not focusing, but it's clearly focusing. So, and one more most important thing which you need to observe is, now let me go back to your Q button. Okay, so now let me go back to my settings screen. Okay, in this case I need to observe one most important thing is, you need to keep your autofocus under AI servo for all your if your camera has been assigned with back button focusing, then you have to keep this autofocus under AI servo. Okay, this is very important for you guys. So I believe you got to know how to set back button focusing even in Canon cameras. Earlier we had shown it in Nikon. So I believe this is going to be very useful for you. It will take some time for you guys to practice, but do practice. It's going to be very helpful, especially if it is a macro photography, or if it is a wildlife photography or a bird photography. Okay. I believe this particular tutorial gave you a decent idea about back button autofocusing, or the rear button autofocusing. So if at all, if you have understood the topic, please do subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and also if at all, if you have any questions, please do comment below, so that we will get back with the answers. And if you want us to cover any particular topic with regards to photography, we would love to do it. Please do mention what topic you want us to cover. We'll get back with all those information for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like this video and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.